Hello guys, and welcome back to the Extinction Wars. This is episode 4 of this park, and most of our dinosaurs are settling in pretty well, like our Spinosaurus Ronnie here. One of our 2 apex predators, the other one being, where is he? Our Acrocanthosaurus, who I appear to not be. Aha, here he is. You can just kind of see him. Give me a sec. There he is. There's our acro. So today we're going to be working on just kind of expanding this paddock to make it more, cover more of a site, because we've got so much we could use. We're going to expand it today, and possibly, if we have time, put in some pterosaurs. I did mention this a few episodes ago, but never really got around to it, so we're gonna try and do that today. So we're gonna kind of expand it around here and make this a much bigger area. And yeah, we're gonna kind of make it the same kind of environment, but it's just way bigger. And the extinction wars are eventually going to cover like the whole area once we get around to that. So that's kind of my vision for it. If you know what I mean. Right, how far? Okay, we'll start coming in now. Oh yeah, let's kind of join it up with this curve. Looks alright. Then if we go to the map, yeah, so that's gonna like double it in size. Now we need to do what every park owner loves and flatten all of this out. Hip hip hooray. This is so much fun. Yeah, so in this area we are going to just kind of have a very similar habitat, maybe with a river running through it, I think. Kind of coming from the ocean as a source. So yeah, we're going to do that. And yeah, just it's very similar type of habitat. Probably with more water this time. And yeah, we're going to we might eventually put in some more species so that we can make this a lot more full of life. And if we go to water here, let's put in deep water for kind of the centre of the river, just like running through here. And it's going to open. Let's make it shallower. Let's make it a little bendier. We need to, because the ground has gone up for some reason, so let's flatten all of that out. Because we're not allowed to actually be able to reach the river. And we need to kind of flatten this bit out. You're going to make it a lot kind of bendier, if you know what I mean, for the river. Just like, I think they're called meanders of a river. I learnt that in geography. So yeah, we'll have shallow water to start off with. Yeah, make it nice and meandery. I think that's the right word. I honestly don't know. I'm not sure why this is kind of making the ground go down. Here we go, it's kind of evened it out a bit. I do wonder if dinosaurs can actually get down to here. I'm assuming they can, but some of it they can't. So now it's like deep water here. Kind of in the centre of the river, because it's quite realistic. And the centre of the river be deeper. But, and then there we go, here's our river. There it is. That looks pretty good. It's kind of big water source. It's more of a lake than a river, but that works fine. Now we're going to kind of put in some swamp lands around it. Oh, like the riverbanks. That'll look pretty cool. There we go. I'm just going to cover this all the way around in swampy area. There we are. This part of Parkville is quite tedious, just getting the enclosure ready, but hopefully I'm entertaining you by just rambling on. So there we go, that's our swampy area kind of covered. That's had a bit of bog beyond that. So kind of extending from it. Yes, it's going to look good. Because it's the same kind of brownish water that we have in the swamp. There we go. Now that our river's kind of done, we're gonna add in some of all of our. I've added a bit of woodland. Around the park. Let's add a bit. Okay, here. Bit here, along the end of here, a bit here, and a bit here, and a bit here. Then we're going to kind of mix in some conifer woodland as well. So mix that in with the regular woodland and have a few patches of it on its own. Now let's mix those conifers in. It's going to be very dense woodland, I'm thinking. So now we're going to kind of fill the rest of this with all the things, all the different kind of herbivore things that they want to eat. Calamites, let's put those in. Let's put a few more calamites kind of over here. A few more ground leaves and some tempskia. Then we're going to have fibrous low plants, a few patches of those. Then we're going to have a cycad grove. Cycad? I can never know how. I never know how to pronounce those. I come across them a lot, but I never. Someone tell me in the comments how you pronounce this. Cycad. I don't know. Then some ginkgos. We're going to put around here. A few kind of in here. And then some here, and then our seed plants are going to go kind of here. There we are. So now we need to put in the carnivore feeders. I'll have some of those over here. Then a few just regular meat feeders. Then a festival feeder. I'll have 2 of those. And then I'd say that's pretty good. So we can now join up these 2 paddocks to expand the extinction moors. Sorry. And our expansion is complete. There we go. Let's wait until the rest of them kind of start appearing. What we'll do, we'll put some scenery into here like we did in the last area. Just like some rocks. Oh yeah, just some rocks. And some, this one. Now, let's put in some kind of pillars. And there we go. That is, oops, that's our kind of new area that we've got. So now that that's all finished off, we have this new source. Let's start putting in some pterosaurs. Can't fit an aviary. Now, if you guys have read The Wildlands, it's a British book made for the. So it's a very good book, and basically, we're kind of making the Jurassic Park equivalent of The Wildlands, where it's just kind of this huge reserve, and there's going to be a single monorail going across it. We've got irritators here. So we'll put the pterosaurs on hold because it's for the aviary. Then let's just put in some more species, because let's make it as biodiverse as possible. So I want to put in some species, some predators that are not spinosaurids. Let's put in some dilos. Dilos are cool. Right. So just I think I want paleo-accurate dilos in one of these games. Like, come on. We need a DLC that has paleo-accurate dilos. Come on, guys. You with me? We need paleo-accurate dilos. We need it. Alright, now let's incubate some of these. How many? Okay, batch of 6. That's probably about the right. That's probably about the right amount for dilos. There we go. Let's release these guys, and then over here, let's incubate something else. What we're cooking up today in the labs. Let's put in some Parasaurolophus. Kind of a classic to have in the park, you know. There's a lot of different things there. Your Jurassic World Evolution is sexist. It doesn't have any of them, but then, like, the female one has loads of them. Jurassic World Evolution is sexist, confirmed. So, then let's modify these. We're just going to use a regular, because I have a lot of nostalgia for the Jurassic Park Parasaurolophus. Yeah, that looks good. How many of these? We'll have quite a big herd of these. We'll have 10 of these, so coming back to 5. Oop. Where is it? There it is. Now, over here we'll incubate another dinosaur. It's probably the last one for this video, seeing as we spent most of the time expanding. Let's do... I don't know if this makes sense. Yeah, let's put in... Let's put in a Giga. Giga's pretty sick. I feel like it goes well as a third apex predator because we've got Acro, Giga, and Spino. Acro and Giga are quite similar, but they're also very different species. So, and they look a lot more different in this game. So, I think it's fine having both of them in the park. You guys agree? I think it's fine to have both species, or Giga and Acro, in the park, even though they're quite similar. Giga goes back to 2, so we'll have 2 of them. Yeah, so they'll yeah. Here's our dilos. colour scheme on them. I tried to kind of copy the colour scheme from Netflix's The Dinosaurs, if you guys have seen that. If you don't know, Dilophosaurus is my favourite dinosaur, so I'm very proud of that show. They did my boy good. Like that. So then, yeah, our Gigas are ready. Yes, we've got 2 eggs for Giga. A male, we're gonna have a male and a female. So that'll be kind of be different to Acro, because, and this will be the only, yeah, Giga will be the only apex with 2 members of the species in the extinction moors. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool, because we have our Acro and Spino, so we're gonna have a lot of competition, because, well, let's be honest, there's no ecosystem in real life with just one big predator. There's always quite a few. Here's our Paras, classic Jurassic World evolution species. Like, you gotta have one. You gotta have them in every park. These guys are absolute classics. These guys are out. So we'll release the Gigas and kind of let them settle in, and then we'll wrap this up. Let's release these. So we've got some new apexes coming in. Here they are. You guys are probably going to cement quite a big role in this ecosystem. Look at them. Giganotosaurus, as Alan Grant said, biggest carnivore the world's ever seen, which was absurdly wrong. So there we go. You know, all our dinosaurs, even ours from episode 1, they are all kind of settled into this enclosure. Nobody seems to have expanded into the new area yet, but that's fine. We'll wait until it takes a while to happen. We've added some new predators, Dilophosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, and then some herd mammals like Parasaurolophus. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to see more of the extinction moors. Goodbye.